Hello, church. We're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 6 for our daily Bible reading. The beginning of the chapter shows that the Philistines knew about God and knew about the history of Israel and knew about how God had worked in Egypt to bring the Israelites out. And so they learned from that history that God is holy, that he's not to be trifled with, and they suffered for 7 months passing the ark of God from town to town before finally they had enough and they send the ark back to Israel. But then it gets to Israel, and Israel's now having to relearn the fact that God is holy. You think the fact they lasted 7 months without having the ark, they suffered the death of 34,000 soldiers in 2 battles to the Philistines. You think they would have learned this fact, but they still don't. A lot of foolish people decide to tinker with the ark of God rather than realizing it is a symbol of his holiness. So God ends up striking down another 50,000 people because they do not listen to God's holiness and they do not respect it. And then as the people respond, we're going to see how they respond in verse 20. The men of Beth Shemesh said, "Who is able to stand before the Lord, this holy God? And to whom shall he go up from us?" Once again, we cannot stand before a holy God. That is the point, right? That we are sinful human beings and God is separate, is different, is other than us. And it's so good that he is. But in his holiness, he still desires to have a relationship with us. And so while no human being could rightly stand before God because of our sin, God sent his Son, Jesus Christ, to live the sinless life, to pay the penalty for my sin and your sin. So his holiness, his righteousness can be placed upon us when our sin got placed upon him when he died on the cross. But this isn't for a universal thing. This is only for those who repent and believe and put their faith and trust in Jesus Christ and what he did for a saving faith. So let's be reminded, let's be encouraged that no human being can stand before God except through Jesus Christ as the one going up before us as our representative, as our intermediary, as our substitute to allow us to have a relationship with a holy and just God. So let's be humbled by that, but let's also be grateful that our God cares enough to save us and to redeem us through his Son. All right, church, have a great day.